Hey, welcome back to the City Newsroom. Now, fishermen in the Butre and Axim communities in the western region say the presence of seaweed along the coast and in the sea is a serious obstruction to their fishing business. Now, while some of the fishermen told City News that the phenomenon of seaweed invasion had grown since Ghana's offshore petroleum production began, other individuals said it was not out of the ordinary. City News' Annim has more.
These are seaweed which residents here in Butre in the Hunter West District tells me that they don't really understand why this washing ashore of seaweed that are not totally dead has become too rampant in recent days. Their suspicion is that something new or something unusual is actually happening down deep sea, and for that matter, they want authorities to begin to look into what is basically causing the washing ashore of this seaweed.
Seaweed, where they I had dream wa hapa. Nanka namba nemom. Brian shots a ye to petrol ya. Na sa see these shots obegumpuano, ubampuano and yana. What if I went out from Yana, Uba, Yapona, and Yana. I found for Mokoponum. What's the Uban until more than 1 mile square? Succeeding where to a moon to be to a bomb, no man, and the Janda Pomoko and Pomo Yanam. And I'm succeed we are. I had dream papa, I won't know. And the Asrabai, somewhere not for no, woman, your capital be a home to me.
But we want to also hear from the fishermen themselves as to whether what we are seeing here is of any hindrance to the business they do as fishermen. Sir, are the mutai humbiwa?
Consuno, you to me a tada machine into Monco, you to me, you know, by 5 hours, and son, you to me, Yako. And say, yes, let our band all your baby mine, a gumpani, a blapper, me man go school. No, so, certainly, yeah, and I may have a American mamma. Nay, so, I had a man, yes, me to me, and I may school.
Masha Muko Pumwach, and you will be clear.
Now, something for us on Acqua-culture.
Ya catch on behind what's in a year now. Or full of baby wearing Waba. Yakabia more kind. And yes, you don't know my head number. And I pay cope for your quiet Hakatad to me, uncle. And some of your hobby, Ajaba.
Muko Hubio.
Ayana, Yakwai Hakatasu into me, uncle.
A best a hamo, a Pufujuma, a cabin of fast to me to my net.
I to my net and to Oberman and net in our papa. And some Yaho. And say, as somewhere no one, I may a blade. A blabber papa near Copum Payagul, your machine, I be a case and wolf off. Yadawa bed on Arabian insanity.
At the Azim beach, the situation was even worse as it was obvious that the seaweed had taken over the landing beach with both fighting for space with the marine plant. A resident and a fisherman spoke to City News.
Even tourists cannot even come to lay their eggs on the landing beach. When you go to Atuabo and other stuff, or Benin and other towns, Acqua and etc., we have been seeing the same problems. The same applies to the fishermen. When they go for the fishing activities, they face the same problem. The nets have been catching this of leaves, whereas fish. They do a lot of courses for their fishing activities. Some people spend more than 2,000 Ghana cedi, 3,000 Ghana cedi for their fishing activities. When because of these problems, how can you even get enough fish to come to their houses and even sell to achieve what they want to achieve?
Yakopa, no, Wabashi share a to a boy, Abashi share boarding. No, I'm not a boarding here. It's a cow, a boy you crop putting here, or your cow. Abasan, so I Juma. If you are a fool to my Abashi share board, but to my other dada, you drive by 1 week. Be about 3 days, and then you'll be about 5 days. If you crap up, you took the 2 or 1. Yanti to hear your deep sea, I have put a kufu. And said, Quenny, ya black, 1 month, and soon born a yano, or my yabaka.
So, whilst others think that this might be coming from the exploration of oil in our waters. We have other people who seem to have a divergent view to the discussion, and we want to hear them also tell us what they know about this or what they've seen elsewhere. Chief, what can you tell us about what you're seeing here? First of all, I see you trying to relax along the coast. How comfortable or uncomfortable is it for you if maybe you want to sit down?
I'll prefer it be clean, but I also think it helps the ecosystem somehow.
For now, it is really having serious impact on their fishing activities. They get their nets entangled with these seaweeds at sea, and they have to battle with it until they are able to actually make some catch. And so basically, they are calling on authorities to actually give them some alternative livelihoods to actually keep going even in the face of these seaweeds. For City News, I am Acqua-culture, Annim, Butre.